Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm Candace and I'm, your rapid manifestation coach. And here on my channel, I teach you the easiest, simplest, fastest, lowest effort ways to manifest possible, okay? If you're a member of this community, you know manifesting isn't complicated, it's simple. So let's get started. As you guys know, I am a manifestation coach. So if you want me to help you out bringing anything that you desire into your physical reality and fast, then go ahead and check out the links in the description box below. All coaching opportunities are listed there. So today I actually want to talk about a topic that is big in the law of assumption community, or maybe not big, but it's just a topic, right? And the purge or whatever. I don't know if this came from Neville Goddard or if just talking manifestation heads named it this, but essentially the purge is what happens when you've been manifesting for a while, you've been using your affirmations, you've been doing your visualizations, and just before your manifestation comes, a little bit before, all of a sudden you're feeling good, you think you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and all of a sudden things just start going downhill. Your physical reality, your 3D, your circumstances are showing you all of the exact opposite things that you've been manifesting. If you've been trying to manifest more money, boom, you get hit with some crazy bill and all of a sudden you're down to cents in your bank account. If you've been trying to manifest a partner, an SP, you've been doing good, you've been feeling great, and all of a sudden they say something crazy to you or you get rejected and you're just what is going on? You're trying to get this dream job and you're applying, you feel really good, you just know this is the one, and bam, you get declined for the offer. This is what people would describe as the purge. I have done videos on it before, on how to deal with the purge, what it means, and even going as far as to say sometimes this purge will not even happen in your reality. It will happen in your subconscious, your dreams. So just to give you a little short overview of what Neville Goddard says it is, because this video is actually kind of the opposite. We're not going to be focusing on what it is and trying to explain it. But just to give you a quick overview, basically it's saying that your ego is always out here to protect you, right? So basically these built-in thought patterns that you have had for a long time, forever, that you are now trying to break with your manifesting, that as soon as you step outside of that, as soon as these beliefs start taking hold and you start believing something else, that something new could be possible for you, way deep down in your subconscious, your ego, which basically serves to protect you, right? Which is kind of the reason why humans and kids and whatever can bounce back so fast when bad things happen. You know what I mean? If someone unexpectedly passes away or you have a traumatic event, the reason why you can bounce back so fast is because your ego is here. The psychology of it all is protecting you. So once you start changing and rewiring your brain, your ego is come on back, step back into this comfort zone, the things that I know, because essentially you are comfortable. Even if it's with something bad in your life, if it's with not having enough money, you have become accustomed to living like that, and you have become comfortable to living like that. And when you get a large sum of money, deep down, your subconscious is oh my God, what do I do with this? I don't trust myself with this. I'm not worthy of this. What do I do? And then you lose it all, right? Or when you're manifesting love and you've been in some crappy relationships all this time, and then all of a sudden you got somebody treating you like a queen, like a king, like royalty, exactly like you want to be treated, doing all the things you want to do. Internally, you're oh my goodness, why are they treating me like this? I definitely don't deserve this. Everyone treats me poorly. And you sabotage the relationship. These are things that we all know all too well, right? But this is just your ego pulling you back, saying, hey, I'm not comfortable with this new pattern of thought, pattern of belief, pattern of attitude, pattern of behavior. I'm not comfortable with that. So we're going to bring it on back to what we know, even if it's not what you want. And even if ultimately it's bad for you. So technically that's what the law of assumption says, the purge is. The purge is you are finally getting comfortable and stepping outside of this, stepping outside of this old thought pattern and going into the new. And so you are getting a jerk back to your old reality, right? Just before, and all this happens just before you break into your manifestation coming to fruition. Now, with all that being said, I've been thinking about this because I was manifesting something lately, and this kind of happened to me, right? I'm manifesting right along with you guys. Just because I've feel like I've cracked the code and got it figured out, I still am affected by like all the laws and whatever else. So this recently happened to me where I was manifesting something, was going super well, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what is going on? What happened here? Like, hold on, I need to regroup. And as I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you know what? As a community in general, because I have been through this process a million times, the manifesting process, because I know what's up. When I see something in my reality that doesn't match what I want or doesn't match where I'm going, I can quickly refocus, reframe, get myself out of that, negative mindset that it caused, and just keep moving forward and manifest. That's one of the things that helps me go faster, is because I really don't put a lot of emphasis on what I'm actually seeing. I put all my emphasis on where I'm going to be at the end. But what I found with my clients, because this has come up recently, what I found with my clients and for people who are looking for this information is that when the purge happens, when you think you're doing so well, and when you think that, you're almost there, and you get this setback because your ego is trying to reel you in, people who are not very experienced with it, and people who are kind of anxious about the manifesting process, like, is it working? Am I doing it right? You let the purge bother you way too much. And today I want to give you a different way to think about it. So the first thing you're going to do to beat the purge is to stop putting so much emphasis on it. If you're manifesting, what is the thing that only matters? The reason that I manifest so fast and so effortlessly is because I know, and I have literally ingrained in myself, that the only thing that matters is what I'm manifesting, is that I'm affirming, that I'm doing the mental work to make sure I'm getting toward my end goal. Whatever comes up in the middle does not matter. It's like riding a roller coaster. You might go up, you might go down, you might go in a loop-de-loop, but ultimately you're going to end up at your destination. So do not let all the things that happen in the middle affect you. And essentially that's what the purge is. So when it happens, people put so much emphasis on what is this? Why did it happen? Why am I experiencing this? What is going on? You have to, when you start questioning, find yourself asking those questions and wanting to know those answers and seeking out information on what's happening, you are immediately turning your attention away from your manifestation and onto these negative 3D reactions and cycles and the purge. Now, what happens to what we put our attention to? What we focus on expands and grows. So what do you think you're going to get in the near future? Are you going to get your manifestation in the near future? No, you're just going to get more reasons to have to question and wonder about this purge, wonder why it's happening, figure out what's going on. Why are we doing that? Why are we stopping the process? Right? It's like you're on a manifesting train. You're doing your affirmations. You're walking around, walking the walk, talking the talk, acting like you're who you want to be. Right? And then all of a sudden, you get to a roadblock. And instead of just saying, okay, well, we're slowed down for a second, let me keep going. Instead of doing that, you're stopping, you're getting out of the car, you're looking around the car, trying to figure out what's happening. The car is telling you it's all good. We just had a little issue. But instead, you're just doing circles around the car trying to figure out what's going on when you should be driving forward towards your manifestation. So the first thing that you can do to beat the purge is to stop worrying about it. Stop acting like it's a thing. So what I just told you, people always, it's not wrong to be curious about why it's happening. But once you know, that's it. I told you at the beginning of the video, your ego is trying to pull you back into old patterns. You're not going to let it. You're going to keep pushing forward, because that's the only way to change those patterns, is to persist and keep going. That's it. That's the only explanation you need about the purge. You don't need to know, you don't need to learn anything else about it, how to get rid of it. You don't need to do any of that. All you need to do is continue to focus on where you're going with your manifestation. And that is how you're going to get there the fastest. Okay. Number one. Number two, and this is something that is going to sound like, oh, you always say this, like, oh, whatever, da, da, da. But however, you guys, the second point is, however you want to manifest is however you will manifest. Okay. So if you have it in your mind, remember, you create your reality. So if you have it in your mind that every single time that you're manifesting something, you are going to experience a purge, then guess what? Every time you manifest something, you're going to experience a purge. I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I'm going to experience a purge or a setback or right before I get to my manifestation, I'm going to take 2 steps back. I don't feel that way. So when it happens sometimes, right? Like life happens. You can't control every single thing. So when it happens sometimes, I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? I'm surprised, but then I just keep it moving. But I don't start out my manifestations thinking, oh, this is going so great. Ooh, just got to get past that purge. No, the purge does not exist to me. So guess what? It cannot exist to you. If you are just starting this out and you are trying and you find that you focus on the purge a lot and you focus on those negative setbacks a lot, then what I do with all my clients, on top of like the specific affirmations that they're using for their desire, I also give manifesting affirmations. Some of those are like, yo, you are always doing it right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what you've read and what you've heard. You're always manifesting correctly. So as you're saying some of these manifesting affirmations, add in there, the purge never affects me. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen for me. Yeah, I've heard about it, but the purge just doesn't, appear in any of my manifestations. Start saying that, you know what I mean, every day as you're manifesting, if that's something that you're worried about. Or you could just, what I like to do, I like to not even address the negative things. So you can just say, I manifest easily with no setbacks. That's another thing that you can say. Every time I manifest, it's just a straight line. I get exactly where I'm going. No problems at all. You can start saying that for yourself. Make your own rules. Whatever you believe will be what you achieve. Okay, no, that was corny. But anyway, you get the point. So step 1, stop hyper focusing on it. And again, what you focus on will grow and what you ignore will wither away and die. So when the purge happens, number 1, stop focusing on it. See it, accept it. Okay, whatever. Bye. And keep it moving. Step 2, you can actually affirm and manifest that the purge just never affects you and never comes into your, your conscious realm or whatever. These things don't even happen because the purge just isn't something that happens to you. Like, oh yeah, it happens to other people, but I know it's a thing, but yeah, it just has never seemed to happen to me. I don't know. I'm just like that. All right. So that is it for today. I hope this helps some of you out. And I hope it helps you stop obsessing when negative things come around, because it's really not that big of a deal. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.